Nobody and Company presents a compilation of strange, bizarre, odd, and different. Turn on your speakers. Unusual architecture. Nakajin Japan. This capsule tower houses apartments that are really just cubicles. Few poems. Why try to defy gravity? House on a Stick. Flying Saucer Homes. E.T. lives here. Wooden skyscraper. Upside down house. Was this designed by a drunken architect? Japanese shell house. Hope it's not real. Global warming could be a concern. Iceberg house. Looks like the more elaborate version of the house in the previous slide. Cliff home. On its own island. More cliff dwellings. What's that first step? It's a Lulu. I wouldn't try exiting from the back door at this place. Guess there won't be any room for additions. Hope they have an elevator. Look at that. His and hers tree houses. A different kind of tree house. Ben Rose home. The Picture Brothers Construction Company's best work. This looks like a don't poster for Fire Prevention Week. I bet it gets clogged with leaves. Death row showers. Scary. I don't need circuit breakers. Is that water dripping on the electrical disconnect? Read the instructions? Never. Two traps, no waiting. Just using up some extra parts. I don't read the instructions either. Huh? What? Recycled crutches. More PVC artistry. Unusual beards. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? Unusual hairstyles. Devotion and creativity. This guy couldn't possibly look as good coming as he does going. No comment. Over the top. The sensitive barbarian. I sure do hope that that's a hat. Big-hearted ape. Some guys need haircuts well away from their heads. Picture the top of your head as a canvas. Student choice for the most useful haircut. This might look real if you were in the far back. Not good for indoor use and not for outdoors if the wind's too high. The clown look. Oak tree art. Peter Cook and Becky Notley of Queensland, Australia have a hobby they call oak tree art. They take the living trees and train them to grow into fantastic shapes. Most of their trees they allow to keep growing, but others are eventually harvested. Because the trees take years to grow, it's a hobby that takes a lot of patience. The chair, sometimes they train trees to become something else. Here Peter poses with his chair tree. The holy tree. Picturesque entrance gate to the oak tree orchard. The table tree. What could be cooler than the living gazebo? The star tree. This article shows another variation of oak tree art. Periodically they photograph all their plantings to document the growth. The ladder tree. Unusual inventions. Tape measure belt. Spring-leg bed. Step drawer could be handy. A banana keeper? A butter cutter? A camera holder? Rolling bench? Two-person umbrella? Baby sleep pillow? Strange ladder? Laser scissors? LED lighted slippers? I want a pair of those. Lockable coffee mug? Coffee thieves beware. Microphone shower sponge? Bartender's friend? Teacup toaster? Strange drinking glass? Unusual mailboxes? Junk art mailbox?
Smile, you're on candid camera.
Death Valley Days, where Western history comes alive.
Definitely a backcountry mailbox. This one gets top honors in the casual category. Hope they're not expecting any important mail. At Miami's Four Corners, Chrome Avenue on US 41, at the east edge of the Everglades. One of the best mailboxes we've seen, in both concept and execution. Outstanding jobs culture with a humorous twist. No doubt about it, Jack. This ass mailbox has attitude. Great handle, too. If you know of a motorcycle mailbox that tops this one, snap a photo and send it in. Special delivery or outgoing mail. Someone did a great job turning this old tree stump into a bare mailbox. Plus it's doubtful anyone will ever knock it over. Good beginning, but it needs work. Unusual pictures. Nobody's favorite tattoo. Thought to be a skeleton of an ancient politician. Looks like these firemen found a quick solution to a problem. One picture is worth 1,000 words. In other words, never take the stairs when you can use the escalator. The pot at the end of the rainbow. Looks like someone was in a hurry. All dug out, but where would they go? 18,000 men at Camp Dodge, Iowa, formed the Human Statue of Liberty. Date is unknown. The light was perfect for this shot. E.T., call home. They drive among us. Women drivers aren't the only ones who make foolish driving mistakes, but they look like the guilty party in most of these pics. But let it known, nobody in company is strictly equal opportunity. We have plenty of photos where men screwed up too.
There's a holdup in the Bronx, Brooklyn's broken out in fights. There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights. There's a scout troop showed a child, cruise ships do it on a wild. Car 54, where are you? There's a holdup in the Bronx, Brooklyn's broken out in fights. There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights. There's a scout troop showed a child, cruise ships do it on a wild. Car 54, where are you?
Unusual puns and questions. The roundest knight at King Arthur's Round Table was Circumference. He acquired his size from too much pie. Why do psychics have to ask you your name? I thought I saw an eye dot on an Alaskan island, but it turned out to be an optical illusion. Would the ocean be deeper without sponges? We think it would be shallower. A rubber band pistol was confiscated from algebra class because it was a weapon of mass destruction. What happens if you get scared half to death twice? No matter how much you push the envelope, it's still stationary. 2 out of 5 people suffer from diarrhea. Does that mean the 1 out of 5 enjoys it? And speaking of that, what happened to preparations A through G? Hats were hanging on the hat rack in the hallway. One hat said to the other, "You stay here and I'll go on ahead." If you think about how mothers feed their babies with tiny little spoons and forks, and you wonder, what does a Chinese mother use? Toothpicks? When the cannibals ate a missionary, they got their first taste of religion. Do Lipton Tea employees take coffee breaks? If lawyers are disbarred and clergymen are defrocked, does that follow that electricians can be delighted, musicians can be denoted, cowboys can be deranged, models can be disposed, shoe surgeons can be debarked, and dry cleaners can be depressed? From your friend, the same one, Ward. Blessed are the crafts, for they let in the light. Retarded retired, I can't remember which. This presentation was created by Ward. Contents come from various sources and I do not claim any as my property. No copyright infringement intended. If any belongs to you, please consider it an honor that the content was worthy enough to be shared.
Well, that's all, folks. That's my line. Never mind, babe. Let a star do this. That's all, folks.
Can I go home now?